epic collapse, obviously. So it's over. They're out, and it clears the path for LeBron James to beat a Denver team that he beat during the regular season 3 out of 4 times. And you're saying, Jokic is the best big man in basketball.
He is.
Look at his numbers against the Lakers in the regular season. He was 16-6. You like that? 16 points and 6 assists. Through the playoffs, he's averaged 25 and 11 rebounds.
You like that?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
I'm just saying, against your team in the regular season,
Does it matter? Does it matter?
It's just ridiculous. How about Jamal Murray? You ready for this? Against the Lakers in the regular season, he shot from 3 for 19. Try to process that. That's 16%. Jamal Murray, 3 for 19 against the Lakers. It's a joke. It's over. It's a Djokovic.
If you don't mind me, Jokic, let me ask you a question. What was Jamal Murray's numbers? What was Jokic's numbers against the Clippers in the regular season?
What does it matter?
Because you try to correct regular season.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay, then, so
I
it
can just
doesn't
tell
matter.
you what they did.
Playoffs doesn't, regular season doesn't matter.
They just owned them.
Regular season doesn't matter.
And by the way, the Lakers led the whole NBA in points in the restricted area. So right at the rim, the Lakers led the whole NBA with 22 field goals a game.
Are you surprised?
And 21 in the playoffs still leads. And they averaged, in those 4 games, 24 field goals a game in the restricted area.
Why are you surprised by that?
They were destroying Joker. They turned him into a joke at the rim. He was not rim protecting against the Lakers.
But, Skip, that's not what he is.
Okay.
He's not Mark Eaton.
Okay, all right.
He's a skilled offensive big man.
Mismatch.
Hold on. But he did have 3 blocks the last game, though.
Okay. So here's what just happened. LeBron made an MVP push at the end of what was the pre-pandemic regular season. Before it got stopped, he had about 3 games big time. And I told you, I thought he edged ahead in MVP. An extraordinary achievement for a man who's 35 years of age, nearing the end of his 17th season. And he made first-team All-NBA yesterday, which he should have made. Okay. Way to go. And then the gods said, let there be LeBron. You get 5 months off. 5 months off? You're at the end of your 17th season. And I told you, I first guessed this. I told you in our pandemic shows, what an incredible break for him, because 2 things were operating. He got to rest up and revitalize his aging body so that he doesn't have to really worry about risking another pulled groin. He got to completely heal up and prep for a bubble that he's made for the bubble, because he can go into AAU style of dedication with his team.
He's the only one that can do that?
Well, no, but he's the best at that. So,
okay. So he.
I think I'm talking. I think it's my turn now.
That hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's gonna hurt when he gets that ring.
And I first guessed this, as I always do on this show.
You picked the Clippers.
Stop it! How
did you first guess it if you picked the Clippers?
I'm going to steamroll you, and it's my turn, and I'm going to talk from here on.
Go ahead.
I first guessed this. I told you the Clippers needed reps. They didn't need rest. They needed reps. They needed to finish out the regular season and play all 82 games together, because Kawhi and Paul George had only played 37 times together, and they didn't get their reps. They didn't even want to go to the bubble. They were one team that had about 5 guys on the fence to opt out. And finally, at the last second, they talked Lou Williams into coming, and he said, yeah, but my heart's not really into it, so I'm going to go to Atlanta for this service, then I'm going to go to Magic City, I'm going to get my wings, and I'm going to look nothing like myself through the whole bubble. I couldn't even recognize it.
Can I ask you a question?
It's advantage LeBron. Okay, let there be. I think I'm still talking.
I want to ask you a question.
You know what? I let you talk for like 7 minutes to start the show. I think it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Okay, so then we get to the bubble, and what starts happening in the bubble? They get to play a Portland team that was 35-39, 4 games under 500, and it overachieved and got quote unquote hot at the end of the, the wrap up to the regular season, and made it into the back end of the playoffs. And what did I tell you? I first guessed it. I said, this is a joke. This is a sweep. And it should have been a sweep, because your man had the ball in his hands with 7 minutes left, up 6 on the sorry Trail Blazers. And what happened down the stretch? He got outscored. The Lakers got outscored 19-6, and they were embarrassed that they blew this game. So then what happens in game 2? They win 111-88, and what happens to Damian Lillard? He dislocates the index finger on his non-shooting hand, so he's got issues going into the next game. They win that one 116-88. And then game 4, they're winning 135-115, and Damian Lillard wrenches his knee, I don't know, sprained, and he's gone from the bubble. So you don't even have to worry about him in the closeout game. And you score 131 more points on the worst defensive team in the bubble. And that's who you get to beat. You should have ramrodded them right out of the bubble in 4 games, but you blew the first one because I guess you didn't take them seriously enough. So then here come the Rockets. And I predicted on the show, as I often do, I went way out on the limb and I said, Rockets straight up win game 1. And guess what? They won it easily. They won it 112-97. I thought, here come the Rockets.
Yeah.
The Lakers sucked it up, got focused, refocused, and they won game 2, 117-109. And guess what happened? Right on schedule, Daniel House bubble burst. You know the story. We all know the story. And the Rockets didn't know the story till they got to the locker room ahead of game 3 and said, he did what? He's gone? Yep, he's out. And all of a sudden, I hark back to the Mike D'Antoni quote of the off day, the day before. He called Daniel House maybe the most improved player in all of basketball. He called him one of the better players in basketball.
Man,
those are quotes from Mike D'Antoni. Because against Oklahoma City, he had games of 19-9, 15-10, 21-6, and in the first game,
he was a journeyman.
Yeah, oh, journeyman, really? Those
yes.
Boy, those look like star numbers to me. Did I make those up? Nope, but they make you look silly as usual because he was really coming of age as a two-way player who could help defend
Skip,
LeBron.
this is ridiculous.
6'6", 220. Nope, I got you again. And he's gone. And you could just see the body language of the Rockets collapse. And they were no contest in game 3, 4, and 5. I thought they basically just quit. And all of a sudden, you're in. You're in the conference finals.
They quit like your Clippers quit.
Yeah.
You first guessed it. You always first guessing everything. Yeah. You picked the Clippers. Nothing else matters.
Yeah,
you picked the Clippers.
Me and much of the rest of the world.
And you were wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Admit that. You were wrong.
I told you I was wrong.
No, you didn't.
And you were so lucky that they didn't take the Denver Nuggets seriously enough. And look what they get to do now.
No, hold on.
The Denver Nuggets are a three-point shooting product. That's all they do. Look at what happened. They have won 8 games in the playoffs. The Nuggets have. And guess what Jokic has done in those 8 games? He's made 53% of his three-point shots. They have lost 6 times because they lost a bunch because they were down 3-1 twice. In the games they lost, he shot 31% from 3, which will not work. So you can just see what's happening.
Yeah, I see.
They're a product of his three-point shooting.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You keep talking about what...